Morning everyone, how are we doing? It's Wednesday. I've just had to drop one of the kids off at school because she's got early start for dance show thing, you know, stuff that kids do. So she's doing that, and it's 7:59 on my way into the shop. So this morning I've got some stuff I've got to drop off at work. Some cups that I've had washed, and the wood bucket. Clear the vehicle out because it's going into the crash repairers this morning. So I've got to drop it off at 9. Speak to the guy about what they're repairing, that I want to get photos and proof to say that they've done the repair properly, not just fill it over stuff. Obviously, because it's in their interest to make it cheap, but it's not in my interest to have a crap repair. So I'm going to have that weird little conversation with them this morning. They're going to give me a hire car. Don't know what I'm going to get. We shall see. But yeah, I need to get to work, get this thing emptied out, and take it over there empty. Today I've got a Yaris coming in this afternoon. We've got to do some speakers on it. The guy's got his own equipment to put in. He tried doing it himself, but took the door card off and the thing is all riveted on, so he lost confidence in himself and has booked it in, so we're doing that. The ground today is really frighteningly scary. So what looks like it warmed up yesterday evening, right before the sun went down, because that sunshine was quite warm, so all the ice that was on the floor started to melt, and then overnight it's kind of super frozen. So there's like this really slick layer of ice on the floor. Just dropping my little one off at school, about 4 people opened the doors, obviously got out their cars and promptly fell over, because they literally, it was like walking onto an ice rink and they just landed on their face, which was hysterical to watch. But when you're with parents that you know, you're not supposed to be that kind of cruel and mean, so I had to hold it in. But yeah, driving conditions this morning were a little bit interesting. The ground is very slippy. So I'm going to go off to work, get this thing emptied. I've already had breakfast this morning. Oh god, which itchy nose. Had a fried egg. Start the day with a bit of protein. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Well, would you look at this? We have a Ford S-Max. What to say? It's black and it's plastic and it's boring. This is home for the next maybe 2 weeks. They've sort of said that my my repair is going to be around about 7 to 10 days, but obviously that's because they've not seen the damage underneath, so I'd hazard a guess at another week maybe. But for now, I've got heated seats though. I've got a nice warm bum. Feel like I've pissed myself. Yummy. But I'm going to get off to work. I think I might go and take this home for wifey. She can drive this today, and I might nip the Cube, bring that back to work. So I'll see you in a bit, everyone. And we're back in a Cube. It's funny, you know, I've been spoilt with space. The Chaser and the Lotus have got more room than this. The Merc certainly has, but I feel like I've got my knees around my ears at the minute. It's not the best for leg room, that's for sure. But yeah, I've got to get this thing washed and serviced and look after it, and it's got an MOT tomorrow, because wifey's just been using it and the thing is minging and dirty on the outside, but it's fun to be in one again. I do miss the blue one. Need to bloody jet wash all the green on the windows. Women in cars, right? Anyway, off to the shop, see you in a bit. Right then, loves. Next in, I've washed wifey's Cube. Look at this thing. It was minging this morning when I got in it. Look at that. It's like a peachy little clean car now. So next up, we've got this Yaris. We've got to do front speaker change because they're polaxed. So we're going to put some Pioneers. I think he's brought his own speakers yet. Some TSG 1720Fs. And I think I've also got to do a steering control harness for the head unit. hang that up there. Right, so speakers. They are changed in the Yaris. Put the Pioneers in there from the customer's stuff. And he also couldn't get the steering control adapter working, which we've now done for him. So Kenwood comes on. Oh, nice.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Fucking freezing. Steering controls now work. Speakers are swapped. I've now got to get wifey's cube in because we have a I've got to look at a pulley. So I know there's always a running joke about me and all this equipment, and I only do electronics. No, sometimes I do mechanics too. So we're going to do a bit of a car swap, and if you don't believe me, here's proof. Look guys, there's a V8 there that's being built. I do mess with engines too. See you in a bit. Right then dudes, getting ready for the end of today. Looks like the weather's setting in again, but this thing's nice and clean. Oh yeah. Got cube vision today. So we're done for today. This thing's washed, cleaned. Tried looking at the belts to see what I could find with regards to the almost like a, you know, like an auxiliary belt squeak. But other than the belts looking a little bit old, we haven't got any stock of belts, so unfortunately I can't just do a swap, which is kind of what I want to do. But come on Sony, plug in. Instead we're just gonna have to drive the old girl squeaky, but we've got tunes. Look at the fog coming in, everyone. Play Show and AG on Spotify.
Got it. Asking Spotify to play Showbiz and AG.